Next up, we have
Silviana.
Gotcha. All right, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Silviana. I'm a senior business intelligence analyst at Brinks Home Security. I have a very strong passion for storytelling with data. I always see that there's sometimes this disconnect where us as, as the people who hone in the data, gather the data, do the analysis, do the science behind everything, sometimes don't know how to actually tell the story that we are trying to tell with the information we have gathered to the audience that is going to take that story and action it out. So I'm a big person on show me the data, but tell me the story. And so that's why I'm excited to be part of this panel.
All right, fantastic. And thank you for coming on out. We appreciate you. Silviana?
Very good presentation. I can tell you did a lot of research and you were very well versed in the topic that you were presenting. I just had just a few things. I kind of wanted, when you were giving your recommendations, I wanted to see the correlation back to the year-over-year sales, year-over-year growth, all just correlate your recommendations. Like look here, from this year to this year was the drought, and you can see, this and this happened to the KPIs, to kind of put that story together and really show that there is an impact based on, and that the business should follow your recommendations, right? And then so to give those recommendations some support. And for your dashboards, it maybe just for, if you're just giving a presentation, limit those to specific time periods we're going to see, so that we don't see a whole bunch of graphs. Let us know that, hey, by the way, it's an interactive dashboard. You can guide yourself from 1980 to this year, but the subset of information we're going to focus on is at this time and this time. That way, there's not a lot to look at, and you just focus in on the time periods or the KPIs at certain time periods that you want to support your recommendations. Yeah, great presentation. I really liked how you did a good job at the introduction of like introducing what we were going to go over and why we were going to go over what we were going over. It was really great to have that foundation of the presentation. So great job on that. As I agree with AB, the dashboard is great, amazing. It's like, by the way, it's like here are my 4 big KPIs that we need to focus, and here is my dashboard where you can go find and track and do your own interaction of all of these KPIs, how they trended, how they're trending now, etc. But focus on what your KPIs are and why they're important and the impact that they're making overall. And last thing, for your recommendations, limit those to like 4, because the more you add, the less important they become as a whole. And you had really good recommendations. And the first 4 were very strong ones, and hone in on those and maybe add a little more detail on those 4 and cut the rest, because it'll make those more important and stronger.
Thank you so much.
All right, fantastic. Silviana, we're going to start with you this time.
I really like the introduction to what you brought. It's really does set a really good foundation as to what we're going to see. Just whenever you go into explaining the importance of your KPIs, again, limiting those so that we can tell, like, this is because of this, and your recommendations, link them back with the data. But other than that, I really enjoyed the presentation, and it's something I'm gonna stay thinking about. And you were very knowledgeable on the subject, I could tell.
Thank you so much.
Silviana?
Yeah, I thought this was great, and kudos to you guys that presented, to putting yourselves out there and presenting to strangers and just showing us all that you have. That this is definitely a great way to get outside feedback and all of the information you guys presented. It was definitely very well researched, and I really enjoyed it thoroughly.